I love talking to all authors, but I especially love talking to business owners who want to use a book to somehow get the word out about their business and their offerings. And that's what I'm going to do today in this video. My name's Kelly Notaris. I'm the founder of KN Literary Arts. We are your one-stop shop, getting you from wherever you are now to having that book in your hand. So please visit us at knliterary.com. I am also a book editor in the US publishing business. I've been in that world for over 2 decades, and I bring all of the wisdom that I've learned in that time right here to this YouTube channel. So please hit that subscribe button and that little bell icon so you never miss a video. Today, I want to talk to you about why I deeply believe entrepreneurs should consider writing a book. I have several reasons why, but I will tell you, I am amongst your ranks. I myself am an authorpreneur. I'm an entrepreneur who has written a book, The Book You Were Born to Write, which totally transformed my business when it came out a few years ago. And I want that same kind of transformation for you. So that's what I'm going to walk you through today in this video. So I'm going to walk you through 4 different reasons why I think it's really important for any entrepreneur to consider having a book. Number 1. Having a book creates a sense of visible credibility. It makes you look like an expert. Why is that? Because everyone knows, anyone who's tried to sit down and write or anyone who's too scared to even try, knows that sitting down and writing a book, or PS, having someone write it for you, which is totally legit, it actually takes a lot of dedication. It takes time, it takes financial investment if you're going to have someone work with you on it, and it takes real drive and stamina. And generally speaking, if you know enough stuff about your business to write an entire book about it, that says something, right? People who are coming to you, they're interested in what you know and what you have. They want the thing that you've got to offer. And if you say, hey, I actually have written an entire book, that shows a confidence and it shows an expertise that is not something that everybody has. And so it sets you up to be in a state of credibility and expertise that you might not have otherwise. The second reason why I love for entrepreneurs to have a book is that oftentimes I find entrepreneurs are starting their business, but they're not entirely sure what their unique value proposition is. They know that they're a coach, but there are a lot of coaches out there. Maybe they know enough to know that they're a relationship coach, but there are a lot of relationship coaches out there. If you have a methodology that you can turn into a book, that tells me as a potential client that you actually have something very special and unique, and I want to come to you. Now, you might think to yourself, well, I don't know if I have that thing, and that is totally fine. That may mean you need another year or 2 of working with clients to find out what are they asking you to help them with, and what do they come back to you to say, oh my gosh, your product or your service completely changed my life because of this. You need to be listening in those first few years to find out what it is that is your unique value proposition, the thing you have to gift to the world. If you don't know yet, it's probably not time to write the book, but I want you to not let it get off of at least the back burner. Make sure you're always thinking, oh, if I wrote a book, it would be about this, and that this should be the thing that people are getting the most value out of in the work that they're doing with you or in using your products. The third reason why you might want to write a book as an entrepreneur is that if you have had a journey that's similar to the journey you are promising your client, it's really nice for them to be able to see what happened for you. For example, maybe you're a health coach and you help people to naturally heal after pregnancy. If you have a book that explains what you went through that actually required you to get that expertise, they will feel like they know you. They'll feel like you really get them. They will want to read that get to know you book. So it can have a lot of content that's helping them, but it can also be telling your story along the way. That's something that I call a teaching memoir. And I think that business owners should really consider, especially those of you who are offering a service like helping somebody as a coach or as a health consultant or even as a marketing consultant of some sort. If you have gone through the journey that you are guiding that person through who comes to you, it's really nice to have that get to know you book as a way for them to really connect to you and understand that you definitely are the kind of person who's been down that road before, has had success, and can help them have the same. The fourth and final reason why I think you should consider having a book if you are an entrepreneur is that a book can act as lead generation. So sales leads will find the book and at what's called the top of the funnel. So if you're a business owner, you know what a sales funnel is. At the top of the funnel is the widest part, and that is a place where what you offer needs to have a reasonably low price point. It needs to feel like not a huge hurdle for someone to buy it and to consume it versus the more higher price point products or services that you might have at the lower part of the funnel. So while those may be obviously generating more revenue for you, you have to have someone to sell them to, and having a book is a really good way. For example, that's what's happened with my book in my business. I wrote the book You Were Born to Write. People have found it both through my YouTube channel and the teaching that I do and through KN Literary, but also I've had calls all over the world of people who are like, my girlfriend gave me this book, or, I got this book, I saw this book on my mom's shelf, and I can't believe how much it's helped me. And those people are so much more likely to ultimately write that proposal or that book that will require them to need an editor, which is what my company offers. So that's the example of what I mean by lead gen. And it can be so important as down the line for most entrepreneurs. The one thing I need to tell you, which is the hard truth about using your book as lead gen at the top of the funnel, is that it has to be great. Because lead gen comes when someone loves what they read, when they're very inspired by it, or they find it very useful. And then they want to come and go deeper with you on a different product or service. So if it's not a good book, it's not going to inspire them to come work with you and build and grow your business. So I remember very distinctly, I've told this story before, I was introduced to a friend of a friend when I was traveling once, and my friend said, oh, you should meet so-and-so, she's written a book. And I, talked to her, and she actually had a copy and she handed it to me. And she said, yes, I wrote this book, but it's not my best work, but done is good enough, right? And my heart just sank, because done is not good enough if you want a book to build your business. You need to have a great book that people love reading, that they're inspired by, that they then know that they can trust you. If you have slapped together a book that is not great and someone reads it, they're unlikely to think, wow, you're going to be providing really high quality products or services for me, right? Because you didn't even take the time to really, invest in your book. So that's a reason why you need to sort of stop and pause and make sure you have the time, the interest, the energy, and the budget to get a book that is worthy of all the amazing things you offer the world. It needs to be equivalent to the other services that you offer, or else it's actually going to do the opposite of what you want it to do. It's going to have people stay away rather than coming close. Now, of course, at KN Literary, we help authors all the time who are wanting to use a book to help build their business. And we have editors, we have writers who can work with you, and we have coaches that can help you to make sure that book is fabulous. So you can visit us at knliterary.com. Now, I don't want to leave you high and dry. I am offering you my 3 free outline templates. What I'd love for you to use these for is to start mapping out what your unique value proposition is. What is it that's your special sauce? What's your special method? If you had a favorite client come in and spend 2 days with you, what would you want to teach them in each chunk of that time? What module of learning? What would they need to know first? What would they need to know second? What would they need to know third? All of that is very helped by having an outline to fill in. So that's why I created the outline templates. They are linked below, and I hope that they help you. All right, so let me know if this video has convinced you that if you have a business, you should have a book. I hope it does, because truly I've seen books revolutionize business after business for friends of mine and for myself. So I'm speaking here from my experience, and I really want you to have that same experience. All right, friends, as always, I hope you keep going, and happy writing.